Hi to all. Today we will make a new tutorial on ixCube, a very simple tutorial for modeling a pencil or a crayon. So let's start. First of all, let's give a look at the units here. You see that in the settings I have selected as input units millimeters, because we were putting some very small units. And then in the settings, viewport options, my grid, the grid size is set to 10 millimeters. Okay, so let's start. This will be a very simple tutorial, and let's select the create polygon 6 size. Okay, I will start drawing at the origin with a radius of 3 millimeters. So that's my base. Create a surface out of this closed polygon, and we will extrude it by 200 millimeters. That's it. Be aware that we are in auto mode. You see the A near the cursor. That stands for auto UCS mode. We can switch off the auto UCS mode here, so the A disappears, or pressing the Ctrl key it disappears again. Okay, so let's draw a line here. I'm using the Ctrl key before pressing the line, confirming the endpoint of the line. So you see I have a surface here, and if I shift click I can see that I have a curve and a surface. Now let's draw a vertical line again from the middle point of this one up 10 millimeters. I will copy this curve here. So we have, if we look in wireframe, we have 10 millimeters down. Fine. Draw a line again from the top point here through the middle point of the edge. Keyboard Z to constrain the line direction, and let's snap to the end point of this one. So this is, and draw a line again from this point, activating the perpendicular snap, perpendicular to that other line. So this will be my pencil sharpener. We can go in shaded mode. Be aware that if I rotate, my center of rotation is down there, so it's not so comfortable to work up here. So we can shift middle mouse click on this point, on a snappable point, so the orbit now becomes that point we have clicked on, and we stay focused around this area. So we will now recall the tool revolve with solid from this one and this curve here, and my axis of revolution is this. That's fine. So we have created basically a pencil sharpener. Recall the tool Boolean intersection, first shape, second shape, and that's it. So we have sharpened the pencil. Create conical tool again by center and radius from here up here, and radius 0 again. So the top of my pencil. So we're here. Now I will move the plane up here near the cutting part, and using the tool slice solid, I will slice this solid in 2 parts. So my top pencil is nearly ready. Again, I will move the origin here of the UCS plane and slice again this part, and delete part of the pencil. So I have the top of my the top of my pencil. Click on the bottom and drag it down to create the full pencil. That's it. Let's go and model the bottom part. We go down, let's place the UCS at the origin, and now we can recall the fillet tool, 1mm fillet, and we will fillet these edges to make a smooth fillet like that. Again, I will move the UCS plane near here and use the slice tool to have this slice it in 2 pieces, so I can easily apply different materials. And let's apply a few colors. Now we'll paint these faces here. Shift middle click to stay focused on this part, like that. Then I will paint with a control click. I will paint the object, so all the faces are colored by red. And then with a glossy white, I will paint this, and I will paint the center of that one. So this is my first pencil. Use the group tool to group everything into one object like that. Now we will use the rotate to rotate the object on the ground. The origin is 0, 0 and x-axis and 90 degrees. So my pencil now is on the ground. That's it. Let's make a few copies. So recall the copy tool, and here I will shift it a little bit down and make a few copies like that. Last one. Okay, and now let's recall the paint. I will paint this object blue, this one will be green, orange, and the black one, a white one. Let's duplicate this white and call it glossy yellow. Change the color to a yellowish, quite yellow color like that. And so let's call this one yellow. And copy the yellow, light blue. Remember that I am doing a control click to paint all the faces in one shot. And now let's make just another one light green, and go to the green and get a light green and paint. These are our pencils or crayons. Let's paint also these. This one here should be green, this should be blue, and yellow, white, black, orange, red, and green, and blue. Okay, these are basically the pencil tutorial. Let's do a rendering, so see how they look like. And to do that, remember that we are using millimeters. I'll go back to the settings and change the input units to meters, and we also go back to the tools viewport, and I will put back my grid to be 1 meter by 1 meter. I would like to create a basic room with a window so we can get some light through the window. We'll go into the work planes, and I will create just a new work plane. Creating a work plane enables us to create walls. So I can start drawing walls like that. I will input 3-meter wall to have a 3-meter by 4-meter room. I go like that, and then I will close my room. So basically this is a 3 by 4 meter room. Let's create a few windows, one here and another one here, and we select these two windows, so here, and I shift click on this window, and we choose the type of the window. We will talk more about these smart objects on Windows in another tutorial. In this moment I just input a few windows, and the material for the frame, let's choose glossy white, and the glass material I will choose a white, and in the glass we'll make 2 by 2 frames, and I want them to be self-illuminated, so they will simulate light coming through the window. That's basically what I want. Something in this room we need, so I will go into my smart objects and find we have some tables, and I will get a coffee table here. That's it. Let's get our pencils and move them from here on top of my table. Go into the front window. I will select my pencils again and move them up onto my table. Maybe I made a snap out of them, yes. So move again and place them here. Now they should be on top of my table. That's it. Our pens is on the table. We don't see anything through the windows. Let's go into settings and put hide detail, so my windows are there, and I will hide for the moment my walls, and here are my pencils. Object here, selected. Let's place another few objects on this table. So I think we have some glasses. Yeah, and put the glass on the table. There it is. That's it. So let's make a few of them. These objects are smart objects. They are scriptable objects, and in another tutorial we will talk more about what these are and how to make your own scriptable objects. But you see, basically they are blocks. They can be blocks, they can be objects imported from other programs, and the nice thing is that they can have a script applied, so they can be polymorphic. And now I will change this one to water and make a copy and another copy, and then I will change this one to another type, and Borgonia is for wine, and that's it. So we made a few glasses near, maybe too much. Let's delete one of these waters and one of these, and this one I'll bring it a bit here. Another object that we have in the library, books, a basic book. Let's place a basic book here, and I will control move this book like that, rotate it, and again this is a smart object, so it's just again we go into the work planes. I will hide my ceiling, unhide my walls. So here is my room. Well, not so much in this room, but it's okay for what we want to do. And smart objects again, I should have the last one, and that's pictures. Let's place a picture on my wall. Click on this picture, and then now we see that we have the frame material. Let's put it to stainless steel. The passepartout, this is a whitish, and in the style I want a glass layer, yes, and of course the glass we want it to be clear, a real glass material. Last thing I need is to input the image for my picture. Images, yes, and I have a nice Mondrian picture here. Okay, we have in one parameter of this picture object, there's the width, and I will set it to 2 meters and make a quite very large picture. That's fine. So now we can go into perspective mode and enter the room. We are inside the room. Let's apply a material on the ground. So go into the render. In the material we have some tiles here. Let's import this tileable material, rusty red, and I drag and drop them on my ground. That's it. So we have a room with some tiles. So in the work planes, unhide the roof, the ceiling, and we are ready. Go near the pencils. The main subject of this tutorial was the pencils. Let's move a little bit the books. Over here. Too many glasses here. Just 2 glasses is far enough. Let's move this one a little bit. Over here. And even this one. Like that. Okay, so we are ready for see how this render looks like. If you have Thea Render, you can run this integrated plugin from here, or we can run the built-in photorealistic rendering. I have Thea, so I will run the Thea Render and get the scene into Thea. Let's activate the interactive render. That's nice, but I want to focus onto the pencils. Let's close again here, and I think closer to the pencils. I want so let's move away these books. Down here. I think they're making too much. Yeah, like that. Run a render again. I want to see better the pencils as we have modeled it. Like that. Nah, that's fine. So we can just wait a little bit that Thea polishes this render. We are in interactive render mode, so we can just move them to get a better view. Like that. So Thea will continue to rendering and polish this picture in a few minutes. So for the sake of this tutorial, that's for all. Thanks for watching.